And a warning about texting while driving, but is that message getting through to teenage drivers? A powerful video message from a police department posted online, and the aim is to keep teen drivers' hands on the wheel and off their tech.
A new warning tonight from the American justice system that distracted drivers will be treated as criminals. A landmark verdict in Massachusetts today convicted a driver of vehicular homicide, and his crime was blamed on texting while driving. The significance reaches far beyond this one case, and here's ABC's Amy Robach.
Negligent operation.
Two families tearful when the verdict was read today.
Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Massachusetts Judge Stephen Albany then imposed the maximum sentence, 2.5 years behind bars, on 18-year-old Aaron DeVoe for texting and driving, causing a head-on collision that killed 55-year-old Daniel Bowley. Today,
in most states, kids at just 15 years old can start driving. Teen drivers are too immature and irresponsible to take on the challenge of driving. In 2013, 2,524 deaths from motor vehicles involved teens. 10% of those were caused from distractions. An estimate of 8 teens die per day in car accidents. Motor vehicle crashes remain the #1 cause of deaths for adolescents. Increasing the driving age by 3 years could drastically reduce these deaths.
I'm 19 at Clemson University, and I got a speeding ticket whenever I was 16 because I was in a rush heading to school.
I'm 18 years old and I go to Clemson University. I've gotten 2 speeding tickets, one when I was 17 and one when I was 18. When I was 17, I was in a school zone and wasn't aware, so I was speeding. And then when I was 18, I was on my way home, late from babysitting, and didn't realize I was speeding because I just wanted to get home.
I'm 19 at Clemson University, and I was in a car wreck when I was 18 when I lost control of the vehicle.
I'm 19 and I'm a student at Clemson University. When I was 16, I got my driver's license suspended for reckless driving and speeding. I also got a ticket when I was 16 for not having my license on me. When I was 18, I got another speeding ticket, and then I also got a ticket for not having an updated insurance card on me and for not having an updated sticker on my license plate. And then also I was 18, I got 6 parking tickets here at the university.
The number of accidents will decrease, the number of deaths will decrease, and teens will have time to mature while still at home under parental control.
I'm 19 years old, and looking back at it now, I was just a baby when I started driving. I was fresh out of middle school and couldn't wait to get behind the wheel because I thought I was old enough and ready for that responsibility.
High school is a time where many teens are first exposed to alcohol. Studies show 1/4 of fatal teen car accidents involve underage drinking and driving. If students are going to participate in underage drinking, then driving should be completely off the table.
What do you remember about that night when you crashed the car into the tree? I mean, were you just so drunk? Do you remember anything?
I remember driving home, and I don't remember the accident itself, but I don't think I'll ever be able to forget waking up in the car. You know, the shattered glass everywhere, my hands covered in blood, the cars speeding past, nobody stopping. That feeling when I looked to my right and saw there was someone sitting in my passenger seat, but I didn't know who it was. Grabbing her hand, trying to wake her up, and getting no response. Those are things you don't forget.
I was thinking, you know, as I heard your story, like, how do you begin? How in the world do you begin to pick up the pieces?
Initially, I blocked out everything else except physically getting better. You know, I had over 400 stitches, my ear was reattached. I spent over a year in physical therapy, just trying to be able to walk again, to be able to move my arms, my necks. That was my focus. That's all I focused on. And when I had my mobility back, I didn't have anything to focus on anymore. It's when everything really started taking a turn for the worst. When I would pick up the phone to call Laura, only to hear her voicemail and realize I was never going to talk to her again.